We are here on the Manor Farm Complex up in Biggleswade, fishing the Damsel Lake, an underlooked lake, but there's a few 30s swimming around, and they've got some cracking dark looking fish in here as well, old scaly ones proper. So I picked this swim, I'm in the corner, up by that tree. Wind's absolutely howling down here, so looks good for a bite. Let's get the rods out, get a bit of bait out and see where we go, yeah? Boom.
The wind is absolutely chucking it into this corner. Got a breeze coming, southeasterly breeze. It's looking good. This it screams carp under there. I've tried to have a look, but the water's really murky, so I can't really see what's going on. But we're going to get a lead out there, make sure there's no snags, make sure it's fishable. Let's see if we can get a bait on there and present right.
Been here a couple of hours, cast out the first rod, right hand rod, right under that tree. It's literally only about 8 1/4 wraps, and had a take, or what I believe to be a take. It was either an abortive take or a very aggressive liner, because that rod tip swept, struck into it, schoolboy error, clutch was fucking loose, lost it, and we're here. There's a few jumping about. I don't know what sort of bite time is here, but made a fair bit of commotion, couple of spoms over each rod, you know, a few maggots and a few crushed up boilies and pellets and that, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully it's not a blank. Yeah, we'll see. Right, so I got a chance tonight to have just a general rant. I was respotting my rods about an hour ago, and this chap had obviously turned up right on the cusp of when the last let-in was, when the gate closes here, and he was walking around the lake. So, you know, as you do, you talk to people, don't you? We're all sociable people, we love a chat. The chap's telling me, you know, he's just turned up, he's trying to look for a spot. Now I know full well that about 4 pegs down I've seen a shitload of fish, you know, jumping out the water. Now, had those spots been free in the morning, I probably would have moved to them. But for the time being tonight, it's cold, you know, I'm pitched up. I've had a take already, I know the fish are here, so I don't really want to move off a couple of baited areas. And so I offered up some advice to the guy. I said, look, I've seen about 4 fish top over there. So if you're looking for a spot, you probably want to go over there, right? And then it had me thinking, how many of us would actually give up a spot to another angler? You know, currently fishing it's quite cliquey. Nobody wants to tell you what their wraps are, or how many kilos of bait or spoms they're sticking out. And it makes me think, if you're not going to fish the spot and you know somewhere decent you can put someone else on fish, why wouldn't you? We're all here for the same thing, right? We just want to catch a few fish. You know, if he catches them, then fair play, he done better than me, he was in the right spot, he had the better bait, or, you know, a more superior rig, for example. And that's part of fishing. You can't go hold back these spots or seen fish and not tell anyone, and, you know, play ignorant and hope that they swim onto my area, because I very easily could have just said, no, I ain't seen any fish, you know, go to the point like you wanted to and wait till you see a show. I could have done that, knowing, you know, there's no bait over there, the fish will either feel safe, or, you know, 2, I could do them in the morning and make a move, or 3, you know, they might move on to my baited area through the night. It just makes me think, you know, we should be a bit more compassionate and look out for each other, and get rid of all this rubbish, keeping shit secret, you know? Stop being dicks. Oh, it's been a rubbish morning. So I had a really weird run this morning. About 8 o'clock, just after I rebaited, put a fresh rig out in a fresh solid bag over about 3 spoms of sort of maggots, pellets and boilies. And this take stripped a bit of line, bobbin come off and rod tip was popping, struck into it, nothing there. So it was either an abortive take or it's a savage lineup, but I don't know what happened there. So we've adjusted that rig. I've changed it down from a sort of 4.5 inch hair rig to like a 3 inch hair rig. So hopefully the next fish that hits the lead straight away as well on that solid bag. But the left hand rod hasn't really been doing much, and it's out in open water, and the sun is shining, and the sort of top layer of water is measuring in about 19 degrees. It's so warm. So my thoughts are they're all on the surface. So what I've done is I've zinged out just a 6-foot zig, just a plain bit of black foam, not spodding anything over it, just leaving it as it is, and hoping that might convert something to a bite. Because right now it looks like we're planning for another blank. So it's one of them ones. Talking to a couple of geezers the other side of the lake, and they were like, yeah, we've been here since Monday, we're blanking. It's like 3 days ago, man. 3 days blank. The geezers to the left haven't had anything. The geezer at the back end's had one. It's really fishing slow this lake, like one fish. It's not one of those, it's not like there's 40s and 50s swimming about and, you know, you'll probably get one bite every few days. It's loads of little ones in here as well, so whatever they're doing, they're not doing it right. So I think changing to a zig might change my luck, but only time will tell. I only got maybe another 5-6 hours here, and there's not really any stalking opportunities either, so looks like we're tied to this swim, and it's see what happens. But you know, fingers crossed we get a good one, or at least something, and we'll go from there, right? Well, we're still here, we're still waiting, and about another 3 hours before we need to be off the lake and pack up and that, but you know, still not happening. But the good thing is we've got decent eggs on it. Yeah, let's get the eggs going. Good food always cheers you up on the bank. At least that's one thing most of us get to look forward to, is eating a bit more unhealthy than what we normally do at home. Especially when the missus ain't around, you can eat whatever you want without getting in trouble, right? There we go, that is a wrap. Seems like we lost 2 chances, couldn't convert anything to a bite. But you know, it's 3-0 now at the Blanking Chronicles. Hoping next week we can get on a few.